Hello, hello, friends. I am hopefully coming to you live from quite a few different platforms. I believe I am currently streaming live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, believe it or not. I'm not positive of that fact, so we are actually definitely going to try and figure that out. I am just refreshing my Instagram and my Facebook feeds to see if I see myself popping up anywhere. So far, no, nowhere. I mean, if you are here and you're watching this, definitely shout out in the comments. Otherwise, I might just be talking to myself, which is, fine, I guess. It says I'm live on YouTube and on Instagram. So that's exciting. So if you're here, feel free to shout out in the comments just so that I know you're here. I still don't see myself popping up. Why the heck? Why am I not showing up on my desktop? Well, this is maybe, and I don't see anyone in the chat, so I feel like I potentially am like streaming to no one, which is not ideal. So if you are here, bear with me for just another second because I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually streaming or not. Let's view my channel. Oh, I am live. I am live. I'm definitely live on YouTube. Well, this is maybe. See, here we go. Okay, I am live. Oh, well, I'm live on YouTube. That's something. That is something. I wish I could see me live on the other two platforms. I'm finding it a little bit weird that I'm not there, but let's just try one more thing here. Give me just one more second. Whoop. Does it say I'm live? I don't think I am. Well, I'm live on YouTube, so hopefully you're catching this on YouTube. And if you're watching it on any other channel, I'm so sorry. This is already going off. I would love to say without a hitch, but it's definitely, we are hitched. We are hitched, and we're just doing the best we can. I think I said this before I got started, but like no time like the present to try a brand new platform, to try a brand new streaming service, to try and figure out how to do things with less energy, but the same amount of effort, if that makes sense. So I am going to flip this around because we are going to be doing a junk journal live demonstration. I'm going to show you how I am using my junk journal. So let us, give me just a second here. I'm going to get you in my tripod so that I can let go of the camera and we can just have a good time. Beautiful. Okay, so we are going to be doing a live demonstration of how I am using my junk journal. And so this is the brand new junk journal that just released in the shop. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, we're just going to get started on that. So what I have for you here today is the junk journal that just, like I said, just launched. This is a 200-page junk journal that you can get on my website right now. And I'm going to be combining it with some paper from the blackout version of the 40-page junk journal because it's also available as a 40-pager. I'm going to be combining that with some photos that I printed out as well as some junk because, hey, we're calling it a junk journal. Let's actually do some junk journaling with it, right? So I'm hoping this is going to be really fun and useful for you if you are catching this both live or as a replay. So let me just make sure I am centered here. So here is the thing. When I decided to be using this junk journal, I decided right out the gate, I'm probably not going to use it in a chronological order, meaning the first page is not necessarily going to be my first spread. Okay, I'm going to use the page that I want to use, and that means that I might be using it out of order. Hey, Heather, I see you here. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome. So my first spread that I want to do is going to be all about the fountain pens that I just purchased. So I've recently been influenced to dabble in the fountain pen arena. And so this past weekend, I went to this really fun place called Paper Mouse in West Newton, Massachusetts. Massachusetts is where I'm from, if you didn't know. And I got myself 2 pens. So I ended up getting the Kaweco and the Kakuno. So I saved both of these little bits of junk, as well as the place let me have a calendar with purchase, and I also saved the bag. So I'm going to use all of these things to create a fun spread here. And I'm going to choose, I want to choose something that is like maybe 50-50 with a pattern on one side and I think space for journaling on the next. So as I said, going in order doesn't really matter to me. Ooh, this is the one I want to use. Boom. So it doesn't matter that it's not in order for me. It might matter for you. That's okay. But I am not going in order. I'm not going to worry about it. And what I think would actually be cute is to turn this into an actual pocket in here right out the gate, because we love a pocket moment, right? Y'all know I love a pocket. So how can you create pockets? There's a number of different ways you can create pockets, but my favorite way is to start with something that's already pocket-like. What? That's cheating. Maybe a little. Maybe it is cheating a little bit. But work harder. No, work smarter, not harder. I believe it was my 5th grade science teacher who taught me that motto. Now, this bag is bigger than my paper, so I am going to have to cut it down on the sides too. So I'm just going to do that. And who doesn't love a brown paper bag? Especially one that's been hand stamped. Like, you know they stamped this themselves. You just know it. Boom. Okay, get that off to the side. And I cut it a little off center. So I am going to take just another little bit off the edge here. And if I was really concerned about cutting straight, I could, you know, trace a an existing pocket, but I'm not too concerned about that. What I do want to make sure that I do is that I have the space to fold the bottom bit up. So that's why I didn't cut so close to the bottom. And so that's going to help us be like a little lip for anything that we put into this pocket to get caught at the bottom so it doesn't fall out. And then what I'm going to do is when I glue this down, I'm going to glue just the sides and the bottom. We're not going to glue the top, because if we glue the top, that seals it completely. But if we glue our 3 sides, well, then it's a pocket. Okay, so to make it look even more pockety, first I'm going to straighten that out. To make it look even more pocket-like, I think I'm going to cut like a little notch out the top. And because I want it to be round, I'm going to use washi tape as a template to trace the roundness. Because I'm good at cutting straight lines. I'm not great at cutting circles. So I am just going to line that up to what I think is about the center. And I'm going to use one of my fancy new fountain pens. And I'm just going to draw that so I have, now I know where I want to cut. And I am using this junk journal for a variety of things this year. I'm going to use it to memory keep, of course. I'm also going to use it for just general journaling. I'm also going to use it for just like playing with my supplies and mixed media crafting. So if you caught last year around, well, it was at the same exact time as the Summer Olympics was happening. Myself, Sammy from Planners Anonymous, and Jamie from the Gucci Project all came together, and I actually think I'm going to put it on this side. Yes. We came together and we hosted the Summer Games, which was a short little crafting series. And we hosted a number of different challenges, and the winner of the challenges got, credit to go shopping. But most importantly, it was really encouraging folks to use their supplies. And I heard overwhelmingly from everyone that participated that they loved having a reason to use their supplies. And I agree. Having a reason to use your supplies is really important. So this junk journal for me is going to be just a reason to use my supplies. Like if I'm feeling crafty and like I want to, watercolor, I'm going to watercolor in here. If I decide, that I feel like documenting and memory keeping, then that's what I'll do. But if I decide that I'm, I don't have it in me to do all of that, I can just do something as simple as, painting on a page. So it's really going to be an open-ended place for me to do all of the things, which I'm really looking forward to. So I have my pocket down, which makes me feel happy. And now I want to get the branding off of this box. I kind of like just the little square. Or do I want the big? Here, if I rip it. So this is the thing about packaging, is like sometimes you have to take it apart carefully to be able to really use its full potential. So if I unwrap this completely, now we can see I can have that full Kaweco circle if I want, in addition to having this kind of material. So I do think that's what I want, is I want to cut out this big circle. And my preferred cutting utensil is usually an X-Acto knife, but because this is cardboard and that was going to take a significant amount of pressure, I'm opting for scissors this time around. Oof, which I am not. My precision with scissors is not as good as my precision with an X-Acto knife is. That's just the truth of it. But I'm trying to also, as part of, journaling and documenting, is embrace that imperfection and not worry too much about things being exactly perfect. So let's just finish cutting this bad Larry. Oops, I got a little black hanging out on the side there. Crop that in. Okay, so now I have my Kaweco logo. And where is the Kakuno? So this is the Kakuno paperwork. And I kind of think this this artwork right here is cute. I also kind of like y'all know I'm a black and white girly when it comes to the paper, but I do like color. So I'm not opposed to using some of, oh, look, there's even more. There's even more pen people inside. Okay, the pen people are kind of funny. Oh my gosh, now I want to use the pen people. Look at this one. Look at him. I wonder if I could cut out the pen people and like put the instructions in here. That might be cute. I really do have to decide though if I want this pen guy or these pen people, because I can't have both. I think I like this pen guy better, right? And then I could use I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Choices. Okay, I'm going with this. I saw this one first, so we're gonna go with him first. He's just so fun. And let the record show that as you're collecting junk for your junk journal, sky's the limit. Today I'm using the bag from my purchase. I'm using the instructions that came with my purchase. I'm using the thank you card that came with my purchase. Like everything that Oh, it would help if you put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Huh. Let me do that. All right, now we're back at it. Okay. So I'm just going to finish cutting this out. But point being is don't limit yourself as to like what you could put in your junk journal. It is called a junk journal after all. So feel free to actually use some junk in it. One thing I was laughing about earlier is that last year I did a memory keeping workshop on stage at Go Wild. And in my workshop, I was showing how to do how I do memory keeping. And one of my tips that I always teach people is that everything is ephemera. And like if you leave a LPA workshop learning nothing else, you will learn that everything is ephemera. So like I had everyone on board for everything being ephemera. And then look how cute that's going to look. Stop it right now with the pen sticking right out the top. So cute. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm already obsessed. Okay. Anyways, so I really drilled it hard to into these people that like like the best way to memory keep is to grab ephemera, and that anything can be ephemera. So before I was done at the conference, someone came up to me and she said, like I was really impacted by this idea of everything being ephemera. I have to tell you this story. And she had been, I think she was like waiting for her friends who were in line for something. So she was just like standing around waiting, and she saw Frank Warren from Post Secrets. She saw him. Oops, let's tighten this so we're not sliding away. She saw him toss his stage notes in the trash. So she grabbed them. She grabbed his stage notes. She has Frank Warren's stage notes. Is that not the coolest piece of ephemera ever? And that's like literal trash. Now, I don't always recommend picking the trash because that can get dicey, but just goes to show you that like you never know. You never know what you're going to find. And it's always worth, it's worth taking a look. You never know what little treasures you're going to find along the way. Look at this guy. Take off your cap. I think this is so funny. I'm going to include all these guys in here. Fill me before using me. See, this is where I kind of wish I had my X-Acto. I'm so spoiled with my X-Acto knife, honestly. I just think it makes everything easier. I know not everyone likes cutting with an X-Acto, but I definitely do a better job cutting with an X-Acto than I do with scissors. However, can I share my #1 scissor hack with you guys today? Because my #1 scissor hack is this. You don't move the scissors, you move the paper. You get way better control if you slowly press down on your scissor and you never move your scissor, but you instead move the paper. I forget who taught me that, but it really does make a difference. And it feels like something that like we should have learned in like kindergarten, and maybe they do teach it in kindergarten. In fact, maybe one of my elementary school friend teachers is the one who told me this. It could be. I really don't remember. But yes, if you, rather than moving the scissor, you move the paper. And now I have my 3 guys, even though it's 4 steps. What's the third step? What was the third step? The third step didn't have a guy with it. Wait around 10 seconds for the ink to come out. There is no third guy. You know what? I'm just going to cut off the numbers and then it won't be 1, 2, 3. It'll just be instructions. Because otherwise, like, it looks out of order. There's all. Look at that. Problem solved. Oh my God, these guys are so funny. I'm very pleased with myself right now. You have no idea. Okay, so I should have mentioned this before. I am using a Zig Memory System 2-way glue. These are my absolute favorite. I sell them in my store. They are the bee's knees. It is it's kind of like a highlighter chisel tip. Really nice to use, and it works just so well on the fly. So I'm just going to go around the edges. And because this is like a magazine paper, I'm not going to get too much on there. I don't want it to get too juicy. Okay, but that's going to stick down so nice. And then let's get this guy down. I think I want to stagger them. Like 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I think that'll look cute. So what's nice about this glue, besides the fact that it's like acid free and all the like important things for like document upkeep and things not fading and all that jazz. In addition to that, it's just really convenient on the fly. Like, I love traveling with this. I always bring it when I am memory keeping at conferences, or if I'm going to be crafting on the couch. This is a great couch crafting tool. Big fan of crafting on the couch. And then it does come in a smaller tip size, but I find this size is perfect for what I do. And it really does last quite a long time. Like, I was impressed how many pages or how many things I stuck down, and I've gone through a couple of them now. Like, I keep buying it. You know what I mean? That's how you know I really like the product, is I just keep buying it over and over again. So now I've got those all stuck down, which is super fun. And do I want to add the Kakuno logo somewhere? I think I do. I think I do, because I've got the other logo on there. And I love their little smiley face on their logo. Kakuno. Kakuno Matata. Kakuno Matata. It means no worries. Please don't get me kicked off for copyright infringement. That's not my song. Everyone knows that's not my song. Everyone knows that's not my song. Okay, now I could use some of these extra little strippy dips. Maybe some little confetti sticking out of here. I think that might be fun. I'm just going to cut them. So fun. All right, and so I'm going to add these into this folder. There's like a little bit of confetti. And then let's get these, because this is going to be my pocket. And what else am I going to stick in this pocket? Maybe this calendar? Because you don't really need the calendar. Although the art on the calendar is cute. Like, the shop name is Paper Mouse. Hence the mice. And like, look at this cute little like scene of where they're located. This is like, this is right in Newton. So cute. And imagine that's me in my car going there. Well, now that I see how cute that is, I kind of don't. Oh, you know what? I could fit it. I could put it right up top. I could put it right up top. If we take this guy out, hold on. If we take these things out, I could put it up top, because I do have room up there. Let's cut it out. Cut it out, guys. When in doubt, cut it out. So cute. So cute. And oh, it almost fits perfectly. Almost. I just need to cut off like the tiniest little bit of the edge. But look how cute. Oh, you know what else I could do? What if I punched this and it was like a flippy dip thing? Because then you could see this from the backside. Oh, I wonder, how do I feel about that? As a flippy element. I don't really want to run. I mean, if you guys were not watching this, I would probably do it because my punch is in the other room. I can't show you how to punch it. So for the sake of this live, I'm just going to trim it. I'm going to make it fit. If y'all weren't watching though, I would be punching that. We would be making it a flippable element, but that's okay. I'm still really jazzed up with this because it is so cute. And I'm just going to like literally align it to the top of my page. So we're going to use the glue, and I'm so sorry to the back side of this adorable card because you are cute enough to be shown. It's not that I don't want to show you. It's just that the other side is so much more indicative of, you know, I mean, it's literally showing the storefront. So it's almost like I took a picture. So I'm just going to align that to my top corner. Whoop. And press it down real nice. Okay, now I have my pocket. Some cute little confetti in it. I still have to get this guy. Actually, I could put him right here. That would look cute, actually. Let's do that. Glue him down. Stop, that's so cute. That is so cute. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. All right, so let's get this guy needs to go down. And you know what I kind of want to do is kind of do like a little writing sample from the two different pens. Now where did the Kakuno logo that I cut out go? Did I blow it away? Did I huff and I puffed and I blew it away? Is it under? What did I do with it, guys? Did you see where it went? Truly, I think it might be gone. Well, I guess I can't put the logo then. Well, yes, I can, because I still have, there's like a small logo there, and I could use this one. I guess I'll cut this logo out. I don't know where the other one went. Oh, guys, it was under my scissors. Open your dang eyes, Bess. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll put the Kakuno logo there, and then I'm going to do some sample writing here, and then I'm going to do the Kawako one and sample writing down here, and that will kind of round out this page. And then I'm going to put the date on the page, the date that I went here, not the date that I did the page, and that's going to help with the fact that I'm not doing it chronologically, but I still want to have a context for time for when these things are happening. So I am going to include the date on here somewhere. But for now, let's just, oh, hey, Jen. Jen, my friend, I thought this was supposed to be streaming on all the platforms, and I think it's only streaming on YouTube, which is like fine, but not what I intended. And I'm probably going to have to go live on Instagram afterwards to make up for it. Cool. Okay, so let's get our Kakuno. Look at that, cute. And then I'm going to glue this guy down. Okay. I'm going to have to hold him down a little bit because he is bendy. real nice. And look at that. Look at that. Now I will tell you, because this is dimensional, when I go to write on this back page, it's gonna, like, that dimension is going to make it a little bit tricky to write there. So I might preemptively just slap a photo on top of it to not have to write there, but just something to keep in mind if you end up using thicker pieces of junk like a cardboard box. On the flip side, the brown paper bag, not going to bulk up anything at all. So that is going to be nice and smooth. Like the back, this page isn't really going to have the same issue that this page will. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, so let's do a little testing in the Kaweco. Hey, hey, hey. What am I using for ink in it? I am using Midnight Blue. So this is the ink that I purchased to go right into it, because if you're new to fountain pens like I am, some fountain pens require cartridges and some fountain pens can use converters, which are these like empty cartridges that you can put your own ink to. Anyways, the Kaweco that I purchased takes ink cartridges and converters, but I purchased the cartridges at Paper Mouse while I was there. So I'm gonna write that I'm using Midnight Blue ink cartridge. Okay, so with my Kaweco, screw that back on. I wrote, let me pull it up just so you can see. I said, hey, hey, this is my EF, that stands for extra fine in fountain pen lingo. This is my EF Kaweco fountain pen using Midnight Blue ink cartridge, also from Kaweco. And then at the bottom I wrote, so fine, so smooth. Because it really is. For something that is as fine as it is, you would think it would feel scratchy, and it doesn't at all. I really actually like the how the Kaweco writes, and I also purchased myself online a fatter tip so I can try some of their bolder tips. Now, speaking of bolder tips, I also got the Kakuno. That's where these three cute little artsy fartsy guys came from. This is a much bolder tip. It's a medium tip, and it you'll notice it's a lot fatter than this. So let's do, what do I want to say? This is by Pilot or Pentel? Pilot, I think, right? I'm having a brain fart. Is it by Pilot? It says on the cap, doesn't it? It says right there on the cap, Bess. Yes, it is by Pilot. Yes, it sure is. This is the Okay, it says, obsessed is putting it lightly. I feel so dang fancy with my new fountain pens. This is the Pilot Kakuno in medium with a new converter that I filled with a sample of, what the heck is the name of the sample? The sample is Sailor Manyo Ayami. I don't know. I think Sailor's the brand. Maybe Ayami is the name or Manyo is the name. I'm not sure. I'm going to write the whole thing. Sailor Manyo Ayami. And now, this is going to be crazy, but I kind of want to make it, I kind of want it to like bleed and spread so that you can see. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a mix of green and purple to make this. To make this gray color. Oh, and you know what? Here's the thing. It doesn't want to show it. This is what I want to show is like, see how it's like, it's green. Manyo is the product. Thank you, Sarah. Manyo is the product line and Ayami is the ink name. Okay, so Sailor is the brand, Manyo is the product line, and Ayami is the name. Thank you. That's very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah, there we go. Just so everyone, just for everyone at home who was just as confused as me. And look how cute these sample bottles are. They had like a whole bunch of them at their fountain pen station. So I picked up this one and a couple others. And then I've got some friends who are happy to enable me with additional ink samples. So I've got a lot of samples to be playing with in the very near future. But you know what would show it is, this is so silly, but tissue for some reason, like it pulls the ink differently. So if I just hold my pen here, see how it's going to spread? Wait for a second. It's going to spread so that the green kind of like goes further than the purple does. It's so cool. So now I'm going to cut that out and put it in there. Are you putting literal trash in your thing? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But like, I need it. I need people to understand how good this color is, and I need my future self to remember how good this color is. And I think if I don't show it in its very cool, fanned out format, feathered out format, you just don't get the full. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Yes, she did. All right, we can cut some of this off, right? Oh man, it's not, oh look, my tissue just ripped in two. It's not easy to cut tissue, but there we go. There we are doing it. All right, look at that. So if I glue that down, now we can actually get a good look at that color variation. Yes. Okay. Sarah said, you are in the fantastic discovery of sheening, shading, and glitter inks. Yes, I am. And I was specifically told by multiple people that if I wanted to do the glittery inks, I really needed to invest in a bolder tip, like that the fine tip could potentially get clogged. So that's why I was like really, really bent on getting both, a fine tip and a fatter one to play with. Look how fun. I love it. Okay, guys, it's my first junk journal spread. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now, I feel really good about this. I need to put the date on there. I said I was going to put the date on there, and I do not want to forget the date. And I kind of want to like tie in a little bit more of this brown paper back onto this side. So I'm going to put the date. Let's see. When did I go to the store? Ooh, shoot. I have to see a calendar, and there's no calendar around me, which is that's crazy, right? Blasphemous. But I do have a calendar. I do. Ooh, here we go. Okay. When did I go? It was January. If today is the 24th and I went on this Sunday, it was the 19th. So it was January 19th was when I was there. Okay, so let's do. Visited on Did I just say 14th? Jan 19th. Jan 19th. 25. Oops. And I'm going to do documented. Documented Jan, what's today? 24? So that's both the date that I went to the store and also the date that I did this spread. And just gonna trim the excess off there. Trim the excess off there. And yes, I am singing to myself. It's that kind of day. It sure is. It sure is that kind of day. Oh, I appreciate this. Amanda says, speaking of enabling, you just enabled me to buy this junk journal, and I'm not mad at you for it at all. Listen, I never feel guilty for enabling things that I know are actually going to make your life better, or more creative, or that I just know that is gonna be a positive thing in your life. I will never feel bad for enabling someone to do that. And I do think junk journaling, whether you're doing it in my junk journal or just a journal that you've got lying around, because by the way, you can literally do this anywhere. You do not have to do this in my journal. But I hope this is encouraging you guys to get a little crafty with your stash and to just have a little fun. Like there's nothing earth-shattering on this spread. It is very much just for funsies, but I really love how it came out. So cute. So okay. So as you know, I believe it does feel like we definitely are streaming on YouTube, because I see the YouTube comments in, but I'm not seeing anything on Instagram. So I've got to be imagining it's not sharing there, which means that I lied to everyone on Instagram about going live later. So I'm probably going to do that next if you guys want to follow along. The two-way glue that I am using, it's called two-way glue. The glue I'm using, Jen asked what glue I was using, is from Zig Memory Systems. You can get this on JetPens sells them. You can also, if you ever are in my store, I sell them in person, but I don't sell them online because you can get them online. But I do sell them in person because I love them so much. And anytime someone comes in here and wants to get crafty, I'm like, have you tried my glue pens yet? They are amazing. So that's what I'm using to glue everything down. And it's a really sturdy glue. I've used this for a long time. So definitely a big fan. And by the way, it is, where does it say? Acid free and xylene free, whatever the heck xylene is. It's not a good thing. Whatever it is, it's chemicals, right? All right, so that concludes our live here. I am going to go live on Instagram because I do not believe I'm streaming over there. And I do think that I said I was going to, and some people were hoping that I would. But if you do like this journal and you want to check it out, this is the link to it right now. That is the white page version. I also have it in a blackout format. So if you like this, but you were thinking you want to jazz it up a little bit more, or you want to use gel pens, definitely check out the blackout version of this, which is super fun and just really bold and colorful. And I'm going to be, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm going to be mixing some pages in from my blackout version as well as playing on the white version. So you will be seeing both pages coming forward. So thanks so much for showing up, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Axis of our Anarchy. Just checked. You are not live on IG. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go live on IG. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for joining.